Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're doing a little Minnesota Twins franchise action here today. Special edition, the Metrodome series, here against the Texas Rangers. It's games 99 through 101, and we're coming off a 3-game sweep against the Yankees. Our July record is 5-11, and we have 3 games against the AL West leading Texas Rangers. And a little special here today. Game number 99. I want my series to be as realistic as possible, but I also want them to be creative. And I thought we'd have a little bit of fun by playing this series in throwback mode at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. As we look at the starting lineups in game number 1, we will go with Wil Myers, Piscotty, Rosario, SANO, NUNEZ, Mesoraco, Chase Peterson, Bonifacio, and Buxton. Pretty much our everyday lineup against lefties. Emilio Bonifacio in at third for Luis Valbuena. He does not hit lefties well. Cole Hamels on the hill now for the Rangers. Making his 21st start, 10-5, a 3.06 ERA. We'll go with Jose De Leon. He's making his 13th start since being called up from AAA. 4.07 ERA, 61 strikeouts, 14 walks for the young rook. Second inning action, Nomar Mazara, 12 for 28 in his last 8 games. He's a .260 batter with 14 home runs. And he's got runners on first and second with nobody out yet. And he's going to drive it down the third baseline. And this one is going to get past Rosario all the way to the wall, rattle around out there. Rosario picks it up, but that's going to plate a couple of runs. And the Rangers jump out to an early lead. Nomar Mazara with the 2-run double. In the second inning, we move on to the 5th now, with the big fella, Vinny Varquette, Big Sexy Jr., still swinging away for the Rangers. And he is going to loft this one into center field. Byron Buxton coming on, and he will make the catch. So since giving up 2 runs in the first inning, Jose De Leon has kept the door shut on the Rangers, but he has not gotten any help from his offense yet. Stephen Piscotty, .251 average, 13 home runs, 41 driven in. Nobody on and 2 outs, and Piscotty's going to ground it to the left side. Joey Gallo, with the strong arm, throws him out at first. At the end of the 6th, Cole Hamels pitching a shutout. We go to the 7th. Miguel Sano on, batting .272, 16 home runs, 56 RBIs. Really showing signs of life here in July. He's going to drive this one deep to straightaway center field at the 408-foot mark, and that one is going to be gone into the rolled up seats. And it's a 2-run home run that knocks the game up at 2. At the end of 7 innings. To the 8th we go. Jose De Leon is done for the day. Gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, and threw 91 pitches. On the other side, Cole Hamels is also done. Dylan Tate comes on. He's got a 6.57 ERA. And Wil Myers comes up to face him with nobody on and 2 outs. And here is the delivery from Tate. Wil Myers grounds it up the middle for a base hit. And the Twins will see if they can get a little 2-out rally started here. Metrodome-style rally. Stephen Piscotty batting behind Wil Myers. Wil Myers at first, 2 outs, and Piscotty drives it into the gap. Opposite field gapper, Wil Myers is going to try to score from first, and it looks like he will do so. Here's the relay, not in time, and the Twins take the 3-2 lead. Eddie Rosario now, 2 for 2 with 2 singles on the game. Runner on second is Piscotty, and Rosario lines it up the middle, and that will plate Piscotty and give the Twins a 4-2 lead. Which lead would hold up? The Twins win at 4-2, take a 1-0 series lead in the season. This is the first time that we have played the Rangers. Trevor May gets the win. It was a bullpen decision. Kevin Seegers comes on for save number 29, and we have a 3.5-game lead over the Tigers in the American League Central as we head into game number 100. At 50-49, the Rangers are 60-41. And they're going to have Eric Ibar, SHIN-SOO CHOO, Vinny Varquette, Joey Gallo, Adam Lind, Odor, Mazara, Desmond, and catcher Deglin, Twins, we go with Myers, Piscotty, Valbuena, SANO, NUNEZ, Rosario, Mesoraco, Jace Peterson, and Byron Buxton. Yu Darvish is on the hill for the Rangers. Start number 20, looking for his 8th victory, a 4.02 ERA, a little bit high for Yu Darvish. And we will match him with Jose Barrios, 4.50 ERA. We definitely like to see come down. 72 strikeouts, 13 walks. And we're going to pick this one up in the 4th inning. Adam Lind at the plate. He's a .230 hitter with 12 home runs on the year. 2 outs, nobody on, and an 0-2 count. And he is rung up by the home plate umpire. And in the middle of 4, we still have no score here at the Metrodome. 5th inning. Ian Desmond batting .289. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He's their center fielder. 3-2 count with 2 outs, and Ian Desmond. Nothing but air on the swing. And Jose Barrios had the breaking ball working today. We go on to the 7th inning now. Rougned Odor. He's 0 for 2. A lot of Rangers are 0 for in this game, but Odor has a runner on second. He's going to ground it too short. Nunez on to first, makes the play. And through the middle of 7, we are still scoreless. Both pitchers dealing here. Eric Ibar at the plate now, still facing Jose Barrios. With runners on the corners and 1 out, and Ibar's going to ground it to second. Jace Peterson to Nunez, on to Will Myers for the double play. And Jose Barrios escapes a little bit of a jam in the 8th. Dylan Tate on now for the Rangers. We saw him in the last game. Will Myers at the plate with a runner on second and nobody out. And Will Myers is going to line this one into center field. Ian Desmond playing fairly deep out there. And Byron Buxton is going to score easily from second, and the Twins take the lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Eduardo Nunez now 2 for 3 on the day with the bases loaded and just 1 out. And Nunez is going to loft this one into right center field. And 1 run will score, and 1 run only, as it's cut off by Desmond. It's 2-0. With the bases loaded and still 1 out, the line just keeps moving. Eddie Rosario at the plate, and he is going to find that same right center field alley. It's cut off by SHIN-SOO CHOO, but 2 runs will come across, and the Twins lead 4-0 as they have exploded here in the 8th inning. They would add 1 more, and we would lead 5-0 as we head to the 9th. SHIN-SOO CHOO at the plate. Jose Barrios is still on the hill looking for the Twins' first complete game shutout. And the first batter, SHIN-SOO CHOO, goes down swinging. The Twins have had some combined complete game shutouts, but no single pitcher has pitched a complete game shutout for the Twins this season. Jose Barrios trying to be the first, and he is 1 out away. And he will have to get past Joey Gallo's big bat here. With 2 outs, an 0-0 count. Pitch number 100, a strike. And then a breaking ball on the low outside corner. 0-2 delivery with 2 outs to Gallo. And that one is down off the plate. Maybe have him set up for something high and tight here. Maybe a back foot slider. We'll see what Barrios comes with here on the 1-2 delivery. And it's a breaking ball, but it's just off the inside edge of the plate. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Now I'm thinking maybe backdoor slider, maybe? No, it is a changeup. And Barrios gets him to swing. And Jose Barrios with the Twins' first complete game shutout by a pitcher this season. And that will help that ERA. Twins win at 5-0, take a 2-0 series lead. They win game number 100. Barrios goes all 9 innings, gives up only 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Yu Darvish gets the loss for the Rangers. Eduardo Nunez 3 for 4 with an RBI. Jace Peterson 3 for 4 with an RBI. Eddie Rosario 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And let's look at our last 10 games. We lost the first 5. That was part of a 6-game losing streak coming out of the All-Star break. And now we have won 5 in a row. Crazy, crazy days here on Minnesota Twins franchise. Third and final game of this series. The final game we'll play here at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome in this season. This was just a special episode at the Metrodome, venue that I have actually watched a couple of Twins games. in my younger years of being a Twins fan. Jace Peterson will lead things off at second. They'll give Will Myers the day off. First time he's had a day off since coming over to the Twins. And Martin Perez will start for the Rangers. He has a very nice 9-4 record, an ERA over 4 though, and Kyle Gibson will go for us, making his 21st start, a 3.03 ERA. 126 strikeouts to only 22 walks. That's a 1.01 whip for him. Rougned Odor struggling in his last 34 at-bats, and he lifts this one out to right field. Stephen Piscotty underneath it. Runner tagging from third, and the throw will be cut off at first by Kenys Vargas.
Number 30.
So the Rangers get the first run of the game. They lead 1-0 in the middle of 2. Miguel SANO, .333 in his last 10 games. He's got that average back up to .271 with 17 home runs and 58 RBIs. Here's the delivery from Martin Perez. This one is lifted deep to right field by SANO, and it's going to get over the baggie for the home run off the bleachers. It's not a Metrodome series without saying that somebody hit one over the baggie and right. And it's Miguel SANO. That's home run number 18 for him. Adam Lind now at the plate, batting .228. With a runner on second, a 3-2 count from Gibson. He's going to ground it to second. Jace Peterson on to first. And Kyle Gibson holding his arm. They're going to have to take him out, and he will get an x-ray after the ball game.
Number 65.
Trevor May will come in now. He has been roughed up lately, and Rougned Odor will face him with a runner on third. And just one out, and Odor grounds it to third. Valbuena on to first.
Now batting. Number
And
30.
Joey Gallo comes in to score to give the Rangers the lead. Middle of the fourth inning, 2-1 Texas. To the sixth we go. Adam Lind, 12 home runs on the year, 36 RBIs. Runner on first with nobody out, and Adam Lind is going to drive this one high and hard into the gap. And that's going to hit off the base of the wall on the fly. Runner rounding third. Here comes the relay. And then there is no throw. Adam Lind drives in another run. The Rangers lead 3-1. Kenys Vargas. Runners on first and second with 2 out. Vargas drives it right back up the middle. Byron Buxton rounding third. He's got plenty of speed to score. The throw will come into third, and the lead is cut to 1. With an RBI single by Vargas. End of the sixth inning, it's 3-2 Texas. We go to the seventh. Vinny Varquette, 0 for 3 on the day. 21 home runs, 46 RBIs for the big fella. And here's the 1-1 delivery. He's going to line it right back up the middle. Runner rounding third will come in to score easily. There will be no throw. And Varquette puts the Rangers up 4-2. John Ryan Murphy now.
John Ryan Murphy.
Catching a day game after a night game for Devin Mesoraco. With 2 outs in the seventh inning. And John Ryan Murphy takes what he thinks is below his knees, but he is rung up. Martin Perez had a great game for the Rangers, and he goes on to get the win. His 10th win of the season for Perez. Kyle Gibson gets the loss despite leaving after 3 1/3 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, and only had 1 strikeout before leaving with that injury. So we take a 2-1 series lead. We'll play the Rangers either 3 or 4 more times later in the season. I'm not sure which number we have them. But let's take a look at the standings as we close out this episode. The Jays have overtaken the Yankees. They have a half-game lead in the East. The Red Sox are only 1 back. The Rays are 4 back. All 4 of those teams would be leading the Central Division if they were in it. But as it is, we have a 3-game lead over the Tigers, 5 over the Indians, 6.5 over the Royals. And out in the West, the Rangers still lead the Angels by 2, the Astros by 8, the A's by 10. And the wild card teams would be the Angels and the Yankees. In the National League, the East, the Nationals a 3.5-game lead over the Phillies, 4.5 over the Mets. The Pirates, 1.5 games over the Cubs in the Central, 2.5 over the Cardinals. The Cubs and Cardinals will be your wild card teams in the NL. Out in the West, the Dodgers, a 7-game lead over the Giants, 11 games over the Colorado Rockies. So I hope you enjoy the special edition from the Metrodome of Minnesota Twins franchise. And next up, we will be on the road in Kansas City, here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.